Okay, so before I mix up any more, see, I couldn't get it all out of there before it dried. I'll dig that out, scrape it out. Last thing you want to do is not clean that out all the way in between mixes, because then you get little goobers in there and then they drag on there and you won't like it, trust me, okay? So I'm gonna mix up another batch and go some more. Yeah, I'm glad I'm mixing that up out there. It makes a little bit of a mess. You want it kind of like cake batter, but not so it's so runny. And here's a tip: if you don't want to put any more in there after, if you put too much water in, you can just let it set for a few minutes, and then it will start drying. Okay. And again, I'm not going to try to get it perfect. I'm just going to try to get it on as good as I can on this first go, because I can always fix it on the second. I'm not going to even pick those little bits up, because I don't want this to dry in my pan. I want to use all my material if I can. Okay, if I see some ridges, that's okay. I can leave them. I can leave the ridges and I can scrape them off when this stuff dries, or when I get it all on there, I'll go make another little pass, you know? I'm using a 3-inch knife. You could use a 4 if you want. Some people use a 6. It's hard to use a 6 when you're mixing it up in your pan though. So, you know, I've just gotten used to doing it with a 3-inch. Last thing I want is a big, huge hump on my patch. And because these are so small, I shouldn't have to worry about that, because I'm using the outside of the wall as my straight edge, right? If I was doing a bigger patch, then yeah, I could still use this for the first coat and then maybe graduate to a 6-inch after that. But this is all going to be covered with tile, okay? And it cracks me up. They say you can paint over this stuff, patch and paint with the Fix-It-All. I would not suggest that. When this stuff dries, it has a different consistency than regular sheetrock mud. So then when you paint, you can get this as smooth as a baby's butt, okay, after 2 coats. But your paint is not going to go over it and finish like your regular sheetrock mud. You're going to see exactly where your patch is every time. Trust me. If you don't trust me, you can try it. See. Let me know. Let me know how you do. Let me know. Okay, Joe, yeah, you were right. Okay. I got to be kind of careful over here, because I'm hoping to not have to go much further than where I'm going with the tile, because I don't really want to have to do anything with the wall over here. You know, I'm hoping the tile is going to have to go at least beyond that black line. Right now, I can jump back and hit this bottom with my other mud. My other mud is getting kind of hard, but I can see. So I'm just using the face of the wall as my straight edge. It's not that difficult to do that. You don't have to call a sheetrocker out here to patch some of your walls, especially if you're going to cover them up with tile. You know, this will give you a chance to practice and see what you want to do later on. Maybe you want to start patching your walls on your own. You didn't really think you could do it. I was in that position once upon a time. I moved to Maui, and I didn't have, before on the mainland, I would call up a sheetrocker and he would do all my patches, my little miscellaneous patches and stuff. Once I got to to Maui, I thought, you know what? I need to figure out how to patch drywall, because there's lots of times where people would want me to patch in their condo and paint and stuff. And so I learned all kinds of stuff while I was there. I just put my mind to it, and I thought, I gotta do that. I gotta start doing stuff on my own. And it's worked out. The more you do, the better you get. That's just kind of how it works. Okay, that's looking really good. There. I'm gonna knock down anything that I happen to see. Fix it all. I don't know if you've ever used that. You can use it instead of quick set, I guess, but like if I was doing a patch on a wall, I could use this for the first couple coats like I would my quick set, but then I would use regular sheetrock mud after that to skim it, to tight skim it, to smooth it out and all that before painting. You see what I mean? Don't use this stuff, trust me. You paint over that, I don't care if you get it perfect. When you paint over that, it's going to stick out like a sore thumb. You're going to look at it and think, oh yeah, When you look at it straight on after you do your painting, you might not be able to see it, but you look on it sideways like that, you'll see where the patch is every single time, because this is a different consistency. Same thing with quickset. You never want to paint over quickset, even if you get it so smooth. If you're doing skim walls and smooth wall finish, and you're doing a patch, and you think, I'll just use some quickset where I had a patch, where I had to patch an electrical outlet that I'm not having there anymore or something. And then you turn around after you've painted it. Oh, look out. Okay, so as this one's drying, see, that didn't take me very long, did it? And as that's drying, this is almost dry enough right now to lightly scrape, but I'm going to let it set a little bit because I've got this. I've got to scrape that out, and the sooner you scrape that out, the better. It's kind of hard if you let it set for 5 or 10 minutes after, and then scrape it out. You'll see what I'm talking about. That'll give this a little bit more time to dry, and then I'll do a light scrape over this. Stick with me. Hope you're learning some new and exciting things. Ooh, it smells and feels like a sauna in here, and I've even got my long sleeve shirt on. I'm sweating like a big dog. Okay. Hey, I said, hope you're learning some exciting things. Exciting to the fact that, hey, doesn't everybody want to learn how to save money or how to make money? You're actually making money when you're working for yourself. Did you know that? You're making money and you're saving money because you're not having to pay anybody. Okay. Even though this still looks like it's drying, it's still hard enough to scrape off. See, on the outside edges, you'll know when it's dry all the way. It'll be like that. But see, right here, it's still drying in the thick spots because that's where the deep impressions were. But I believe I can still lightly go over it and just check it, do a once over to make sure that I have any high ridges on there, and I can scrape them off. Let's see, there's a couple down there, and I'll be able to scrape them smooth. So when I put the next coat on, it's going to go on nice and smooth. You know, I did a pretty good job on the first coat. I could probably put the tile, the tile on over that. You know, it should be fine, really, in reality. And do I have to go over the black line? I don't really have to do that. That's going to be behind the tile. But until I do the tile, this is what I'm going to see, you know, until we get the tile. And so I can either go over it with the coat, leave it. I could go over it with the coat and then slap some paint on here in case it's a month down the road before. Oh, there's a spot right there. Before the grout goes, before the tile goes on, let's say. I could do that, couldn't I? If I wanted. And if I do that, when's the best time to do that? Before I take up this plywood, right? Oh boy. I might do that just so Mommy doesn't have to see these walls in this condition for a month. You know what I'm going to be hearing every day when she's out here with her new counters? She's going to be like, when are you going to be getting that tile? When are you going to be getting that tile? Well, that might be a good thing too. Okay. A little bug in my ear. I'm not going to do this tile. I'm going to get some guy. He helped do something for the plumber out here when they put the new tankless water heater in, and he had to have a guy come out here to help him do a portion of it. And the guy's a handyman in town with his license, and I got his card and stuff, and he does all kinds of stuff. And one of the things I thought of was this tile. I said, "Do you do tile?" He says, "Yeah." And he's got a tile saw and everything. So I think he's going to be the one doing it. I'm going to be like his little helper. And hopefully I'll be able to run the camera while he's doing some of the work. Yeah, this is actually looking really good. Okay? But because I'm the guy I am, I'm going to put a second coat on there. Just to make it a little bit smoother and have it look halfway decent for after the counters go in. Okay? And then I can decide. I'll decide painting it. If I do paint it, put 2 coats on there, it's not going to cover that black line very well, so I may have to spend a little bit extra time with my sheetrock with the Fix It All on this next coat and cover that black line up too. I think that's what I'll do with that.